Nikki Bella has criticised WWE and Vince McMahon. Elsewhere, AEW Rampage has hit an all-time low, and Roman Reigns is set for a rare WWE live appearance. More on that in this video. Hello everyone, Jack and Ross back with more wrestling news. In a recent appearance on The Sessions with Renée Paquette, Nikki Bella has said a lot of things really about WWE and Vince McMahon and how they resented basically the Bella's success.
Yeah, she said Total Divas should have been praised even more. What we were doing was insane. We literally were at the point of almost beating the Kardashians in the ratings. Is that true, is it?
I don't know.
Shoot Hurricane Ranas the lot. That was the days back when Naomi was doing Shoot Hurricane Ranas on Jimmy Uso. We shaking up the world. What a great time. We could have had the industry behind us, but instead they used it to turn it against us.
Whoa.
They've turned the winds against us.
She said, as far as the boss, I felt like it was the first time he lost control of what he could make and not make, because when Brie and I won Diva of the Year, we got in trouble and I got yelled at. We came back so happy and it was like, oh, because you brought in all these new viewers and the women are voting for you and all these new women are here, everyone around was on the floor like the Bella twins are getting yelled at for being successful because it wasn't what they wanted, because they were the story, they being WWE, were the storytellers. They push who they want the crowd to be behind. Perception is reality. That's WWE to a T.
Now, to me, Total Divas was a scripted show, was it not?
But not by WWE though?
Not by WWE?
Or was it scripted by WWE?
I don't know, it was a WWE show and it was obviously not based in reality. They obviously set up the scenarios on the show, like when Renée Paquette had her hat nicked by a guy and then John went running after him and the mother-in-law was impressed.
John, leave it, John. Yeah, it was a script, because when it was a reality show, it was a reality show in the same way that like Made in Chelsea or whatever is, where it's like there are elements of truth, but it seems to be in a very controlled environment. The
scenarios are set up and then they react accordingly. Because I went through the whole wrestling's fake for a second time with Total Divas, as I say. Well, that Shoot Hurricane Rana stuff when Naomi and Jimmy Uso, I thought was real. Yeah. And then you learn it's not real and your heart's shattered.
Now, it's a weird one because largely the ideas that Nikki Bella's getting at I largely agree with. Stuff like WWE likes to control things, it pushes who it wants to push, it doesn't listen to the fans, it ignores when people get organically over. We've seen it before with the likes of Zack Ryder and various other people, but I disagree with the specifics of what she's saying. I feel like here Nikki Bella's taking credit for a lot of things that the Bella twins actually don't deserve credit for. Yeah,
to your point though, it must be frustrating to have like great successes they're saying here with the almost beating the Kardashians in the ratings, and then have someone like a Vince McMahon who is a very old man
who doesn't understand
what this concept is, just taking all that away from you bit by bit.
I totally get that, but it's the parts where she says she's being like, she's explaining the reasons why WWE were unhappy and said, because you brought in all these new viewers and the women are voting for you and all these new women are here. That bit to me seems like she's taking credit for new women being in the company. New, or does she mean new female viewers?
New female viewers,
well then fair enough.
Surely that's a good thing that the company would like, but this isn't the first time that Nikki Bella or the Bella twins in general have shot on the company in recent times. What's happened? They had their little stuff about Raw 30 or Raw Triple X, where they were unhappy. Well, I think most people were, everyone was unhappy with the sort of women's representation on that show. So something's happened there with the Bellas in the company. What's gone on?
I don't know, but and the Bella twins were usually two really reliable Hall of Famers they'd often bring back, and you'd be like, oh, the Bella twins are back again. So now, something has happened. Crossing the divide now, we're heading over to AEW, where it's bad news for them as well, as last week saw the lowest rated Rampage in the history of the show.
287,000 viewers. It moved from a 7 p.m. slot to 1 p.m. due to the NBA, which is obviously going to be...
Oh, sorry, that was a typo. It's meant to be 10. It was moved from its usual 10 p.m. time slot to 7 p.m. So 3 hours
that
previous.
Makes more sense. I was like, what? A matinee show? But yeah, that is a really low number. I don't know what else you say there.
Well, it's only the second time in the show's history that it's fallen below the 300,000 viewer mark. The other one came last May when it was moved even earlier to 5:30 p.m. due to the ice hockey. So this was a worse slump due to a less drastic change. So it seems to be worse almost than this previous record low. But at the same time, I should point out that it wasn't just any NBA basketball game.
What was it?
It was All-Star Weekend.
Is that the one where Miz made that shot from the halfway line?
Claims, yeah.
Why didn't it count?
I don't know, I haven't really seen it.
It's a really good shot.
Did the buzzer go off while it was still in his hands?
I don't know.
I need to watch it myself.
I watched it without sound, but it was good.
I knew he was taking credit for something that didn't quite count.
He definitely threw it from the halfway line, and it went in. And so I don't know what happened there, but yeah, it's obviously Rampage is behind the 8 ball already with it being pre-recorded and that, and the spoilers come out and whatnot. But as we discuss every single week on the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast and the This Week in Wrestling Review, it is a skippable show
most of the
Almost
time.
every week, yeah.
They try to make a big deal this time with the trios match, and they made it really basketball themed as well.
Yeah.
But it obviously hasn't paid off quite yet. Also, back in WWE, Roman Reigns is set to make a rare live event appearance. That's thanks to SE Scoops, who've noticed that Reigns is listed for this upcoming Toronto live show on March 4th, listed in both local advertising and on the official WWE website
It's
as well.
a big couple of days for WWE because as we reported, we did someone else's report, didn't we, yesterday, saying that John Cena was coming back for the Raw that is just after March the 4th. I'm not sure what day. Is it the 5th or the 6th?
I can't quite remember.
That.
Around then, in 2 weeks' time, basically. Yeah. This is going to be Roman's first live event appearance since last September, where he faced AJ Styles, which was also in Canada, except it was in Vancouver. No word, and I've got a theory there, because the Usos weren't allowed at the time to be in Canada. Is that why Roman showed up then? Because there was a thinner card. Perhaps.
Yes.
I mean, I'm sure they could have worked around that as well.
Now, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Yeah. There's no word yet on what he'll be doing or whether he'll have an opponent or anything like that. But there are some matches listed for the show: Gunther versus Drew McIntyre, Charlotte Flair versus Sonya Deville, and my favourite, in a lights-out street fight, they're running it back. It's Bray Wyatt versus LA Knight.
Rest in peace, Toronto.
No, because a lights-out street fight's got to be better than the Mountain Dew pitch black match.
Yeah, it'll just be lights off, lights on, street fight.
That's what I'm
Not
assuming.
actually neon street fight.
But that stipulation is usually reserved for like when the feud is too out of control.
It can't be on TV.
It's got to be unsanctioned, yeah.
Yeah.
I hope they don't literally turn the lights out like they did for the pitch black.
Then just have the ring announcers come on and just say, that was really good, that. You might not be able to see it, but it was fantastic.
Like the song Tribute.
Yes.
Yes. We've got to end on some serious news as well, unfortunately. We have to send our best wishes to former ECW legend, I'll say, and former WWE talent as well, Stevie Richards, who posted a photo of himself to Instagram. He's using like a walking aid. It looks like he possibly has just come out of some sort of surgery as well. And he accompanied it with a caption explaining what had happened.
The last 4 weeks, especially the last one, have been really something else. We aren't quite at the finish line yet, but hopefully the road to recovery starts ASAP. I will be explaining what has happened and documenting my road to recovery on the YouTube channel as well as here. Speaking on the YouTube channel, we have plenty more videos to edit / publish, so there will still be new content as we work through this. And this is really shocking because my exposure to Stevie Richards these days is it's just him being like is it a DDP ambassador, like the DDPY ambassador?
Right,
He's doing all the, you see DDP do that thing where he's on his forearms, he's up in the air. Stevie Richards can do all that. So to see this is a really shocking thing.
It's quite, and Stevie Richards is, he's not like an old fella in wrestling terms, and it's quite sad to see this. Hopefully he's all right. Hopefully, he talks there about how he's going to document his road to recovery on YouTube. Hopefully that road to recovery goes as smoothly and quickly as possible. Because I've always found him, when you see Stevie Richards being interviewed and stuff, always comes across as quite a genuine guy as well. Yeah, it's quite sad to see. So hopefully he's all right. Again, we extend our best wishes, and we're sure you do as well. Thank you very much for watching this news video. If you've missed out on the previous news video today, do check that out. It's up on the channel already, and leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. I've been Jack, this has been Ross, and we'll see you very soon.
Bye.